Let's go, married man.
Spoiler alert. Pastor Jeff, another Young Sheldon figure, makes an appearance in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, but Sheldon finds his reappearance offensive. Similar to The Big Bang Theory, Young Sheldon's cancellation was not due to a lack of viewer interest. The show might have easily continued for a few more years, as seen by the prequel's show-high ratings near the conclusion of its run. However, Chuck Lorre's crew and CBS chose to end the project in order to adhere to the existing canon, but they managed to carry on the Cooper's Texas tale with Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. However, even though the story of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage centers on Georgie, Mandy, and Baby Cece, the show still has connections to its prequel. After Mary, Missy, and Meemaw, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is returning Matt Hobby's Pastor Jeff for an upcoming episode, which is both exciting and controversial. With the exception of Sheldon, the boy genius moved to California for his postgraduate studies following the Young Sheldon finale, according to the official canon, which CBS followed.
No. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Welcome to Movie Spy. Why Pastor Jeff returns after Young Sheldon in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. Pastor Jeff interrupts Mary and Audrey's argument. Pastor Jeff will make an appearance in the Young Sheldon sequel spinoff, as initially disclosed by a social media post from the Georgie and Mandy's first marriage set. More information regarding his impending role in the upcoming episode of A House Divided, which is scheduled to premiere sometime in February, has recently surfaced. As it turns out, Mary Cooper and Audrey McAllister are at odds over their granddaughter. Baby Cece and Pastor Jeff will act as a mediator between them. According to the picture, Sheldon's mother's current workplace, the offices of his church, will host the mediation. The discord between the in-laws is not going to be the first time. Mary and Audrey, respectively, went behind their children's backs to have Cece baptized in Young Sheldon Season 7. Georgie and Mandy temporarily denied the grandmother's access to their child as a result. That was subsequently lifted in light of everything that transpired near the end of the show. Regretfully, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage does appear to extend Mary and Audrey's rivalry. Pastor Jeff caused the Coopers a great deal of trouble. Mary's pastor isn't as morally upright as she believes him to be. It is insulting to the boy genius to see Pastor Jeff return and make an appearance in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage when Sheldon hasn't even returned yet. In addition to not being related to either family, but having a big influence on them by interfering with their business, he also doesn't have the best history with the Coopers. It's unclear how Pastor Jeff ends up getting sucked into the Cooper and McAllister dispute, but the fact that he is involved is intriguing enough. To begin with, given his relationship with Mary, he is likely biased against her. Having him get involved in the matter is unnerving, particularly considering how many issues he caused the Cooper family during Young Sheldon. But when he learned of Georgie and Mandy's unplanned pregnancy, he was especially hateful of Mary and her relatives. Rather than providing assistance, Pastor Jeff expelled the clan from his congregation and fired Sheldon's mother. Mary had some of her greatest months as a married woman. And it must be said that being away from the church made her more palatable. However, Young Sheldon did not hold Pastor Jeff responsible for his actions of isolating the family at a time when they most needed assistance. Why does Sheldon still not show up in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage? Sheldon ought to have spent Thanksgiving at home. Since Mary, Meemaw, Missy, and Dale spent Thanksgiving with the McAllisters, the first Thanksgiving episode of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage also functioned as an unofficial reunion for the Cooper family. Sheldon was in California for his studies, thus he was not present during the celebration. Even while that should be sufficient justification for his absence, it seemed unfair to leave him out because, given his current situation, it would have been the ideal opportunity to bring the character back. It's not only a simple chance to highlight the young intellect, but it's also really heartbreaking that Sheldon had to spend the first Thanksgiving after George's death apart from his family. Although the socially awkward genius has stated that he would rather be by himself, young Sheldon has demonstrated that this is not the case. He is still mourning his father's untimely death, just like the rest of the family. Bringing him back for the special Thanksgiving episode of Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage would have been lovely. Thanks for watching.